How's it going, guys? And welcome back for another video. This right here is the 100 stacker parallel fusion efficient nuke. The download link will be down in the description, but let's go straight into it. Before we begin, I would just quickly want to say that I am going to use a /fire command, meaning I will only have to press the button once, and then from there I will use the /fire that works exactly like the button. Besides, I can just be anywhere on this plot. The first thing I want to show you is this straight shooting. So now we're just gonna go ahead and shoot right here in the middle and then all the way out. Be too difficult. So as first shots coming in right now, we should be able to see that at the wall over here as well. So as you can see, this right here is a full nuke. The server lagged out a little bit there, I'm sorry about that. But as you can see, the obsidian right here goes right through it, so you shouldn't have any issues there. What you do see also is that you won't be able to nuke this obby because it has a total of 5 durability on here. But as you can see, it worked out pretty well. Now let me quickly explain how everything goes right here, just so everybody could follow along, and then we can start adjusting the barrel and stuff like that. Over here we have what we call the power. The power slides right here because this booster right here boosts it up. Now all that is going to land, I was a little bit too fast there, land right there. Then we have our hammer, which is coming from right here, as well as our second hammer. That is going to be located in this one right here, and the one you see down there. It's gonna get pushed up. I'm not really sure why did that quickly. Okay, I see. Yes, because I placed the trapdoor like that. Don't do that. If you make this cannon, don't place the trapdoor like that, because as soon as one sand goes, it breaks it. So let me quickly add it. There we go. Anyways, this comes right here, and that is all going to go ahead and slide over here, right there. The same with the sand coming in right here is going to slide and end up right there, and that's how it works. Now, if you want to go ahead and adjust this one right here, what we can do is that we can use a ladder, and in some cases you need to use a trapdoor. We will come into that in a second. So if I place this ladder right here, what you're going to see is that you're going to change the position of the hammer, sand, and whatever, as you can see right here. So what it always does is that it calculates the Y velocity first. So the Y velocity is the upwards velocity. So if you go up right here, you see this right here is the top. Then what it does is that it slides because the TNT or the power is right here, while our hammer or whatever is here. So what it's going to do is that it is, let me just remove those, is that it's going to slide all the way to this one right here, and then it's going to go this way. That's pretty much the plan. So what we're going to do now is that, if I can find the cannon again here, is that we can go ahead and we can fire this cannon. But before that, let me quickly stack this up. Here we go. Now this one here should be sliding off this one over here, and it should be going all the way over here. And here we are. Perfect. So this right here is the nuke on adjustable around 150 blocks away. Now that gives you quite good advantage, especially if you have spawners somewhere, or if you want to hit somewhere that you won't see, or something like that. Now to go over to the other side, all we're going to do is that we need to put this, let me see here, what we need to do is that we need to put this ladder over here. Now this right here will change the velocity like that. And then we should be able to shoot that way and then this way. But let's go ahead and try it out. Let me do /fire right here, and you should be able to see it. Right here is where it's going to go. It's going to slide over one, and we should see it coming in right there. Perfect, and that's again a full nuke. So that's how that works out pretty well as well. Now going into the cannon itself, you guys have some issues. You need to make sure that you are facing this cannon north or south. Also, some people complain about the hammer not actually reaching or not getting adjusted while the sand is. Now that is an easy fix. All you gotta do is that you need to change this out with a trapdoor. This way right here will change it. But of course you can only do that with the hammer and sand over on this side, right? So that's pretty much why it might not have worked, because for some reason this one here sometimes doesn't work, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Kind of scary, but all you got to do is just change this out with a trapdoor. Here we are, like that, and then you should see that it should start working again. Anyways guys, let's go ahead and shoot a few more times, and I kind of think I want to go straight. So as you can see, I removed the ladder. This right here is a parallel fusion, meaning it will go extremely far. It can go up to 80 chunks without dipping a full block, so filters up to 80 blocks shouldn't have a problem. But either what, since it's parallel, everything will be inside one block at all times. So you will see that you are going to be able to actually shoot extremely far without it actually clipping on anything. Because as soon as the hammer starts to dip, so does everything else in the sand. So there's no way that you can clip on anything. So I have made these walls around 20 chunks away. And then that's the way I'm testing it, because I'm thinking there's a 20 buffer limit on most faction servers, so I am only going to check the first 20 chunks, and if that works, well, I assume the cannon is good to go then. But I have tested this amount of power on the 255 of this version right here up to 80 chunks, so I wouldn't see why this one here shouldn't make it as well. One thing you gotta be prepared for this cannon right here is that it can adjust up to 150 blocks, but as you can see right here, the hole itself is not 150 blocks, so when you adjust it, you might need to cannon on all new walls because you can't hit the same hole. Another thing you gotta be aware of is that this cannon right here only have a 10 slap bots, meaning if there's more than 10 slaps, you might need to shoot a few more times. Now this right here shouldn't really be an issue because most factions don't put over 1 slap, but it would just be nice to know that if there is some factions with more than 10 slaps, you might need to shoot a few more times. So we are around 18 chunks away right now, and it's still going strong. As you can see, it full nukes and everything, so everything is working perfectly with no mistakes whatsoever. So instead of shooting the cannon, let's go ahead and take a look at it and try to talk a little bit more about it. We have now extended the sank operation, so now it is a total of 12 piston long. The hammer itself also has become a lot. The hammer has of course been increased so it could follow up on the stack amount. The nuke itself has also been increased so it can nuke further down. The second hammer has also been changed a little bit so you'll be able to nuke the full amount. The platform that the cannon is made on is also changed, so now you are building this at Y50. A good thing to know is that if this one here is the 100 stack that I'm releasing today, the top barrel is at 100, as you can see right there. The power itself doesn't need to actually be changed. You can run with this power right here, but this right here is a massive amount of power to be able to calculate the Y velocity correct, so you can get this all the way up here. Now if you took some power away, all you need to do is just lower this right here. So if you lower it down here for an example, you will be able to use way less power for the same amount of range. But that's pretty much it for the changes for this cannon right here. We do have some small changes a little bit. I changed a few ticks to make it work perfectly, hopefully on all servers. But let's go and talk a little bit more about the cannon and how it works. So what's going on, as I told you before, is that the power comes from right here and ends up going over here. The hammer is coming from over here, slides over and adds right there, as well as the sand, which is coming in right here, going into the same block. We also have our efficient nuke, and for you guys that don't know how the efficient nuke works, I would suggest go ahead and look up one of my videos on how I explain it correct. All you need to know is that this one here will nuke 100 blocks down, so the full amount that this cannon here will be able to stack. Some of you guys had also some issues with the red sand. The red sand is located in here, so what you need to make sure of is that you have stacked this one up. And as always, remember to take this trapdoor and put it on a stone instead. I'm pretty sure the 81 had it right here and I didn't have that block, so that's probably why it only shot one time, only worked one time. Other than that, guys, I think that would be pretty much it for this cannon here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here, and if you do, remember to like this video here, comment down below if you have any questions, suggestions about this cannon whatsoever, and also make sure you check out my giveaway Discord, that will be a link down in the description. And as always, guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.